I'm very honored to serve as the institution's honorary chair and as one of its petri dishes, so to speak. Amazing work has occurred over the past 5 years, and be still my heart, there have been some really major breakthroughs. 5 years from now, who knows, I might be at your annual meeting again, and who knows, I might delight in singing to you then. Maybe not quite as I once did, but a certain, well, a reasonable facsimile anyway. I guess that's really putting my vocal cords where my mouth is, if you'll excuse the expression, instead of putting my money where my mouth is. And as many of you may be aware, and as Annie just told you, I've been an author of children's books now for over 35 years, and it's been a lifelong passion. As a child, performing in the theater with my mother and my stepfather, performing mostly in vaudeville in those days, my education was quite limited, since I was never in one place long enough to attend a proper school. And so eventually a tutor was hired to travel with me, and I have to thank that good woman for encouraging my enthusiastic but certainly very clumsy attempts to write. She knew that I loved to create stories, and she'd hold out the promise of allowing me to scribble all I wanted, providing that I dealt with math and history and geography first. She guided me toward classic books that I devoured every spare second I had. There was no doubt also that my real father's influence also led to my passion for books and for writing. He was a teacher and a great lover of nature, and he opened my eyes, my senses, my emotions to all the miracles of life which surround us and which are under our noses every day. I've been enormously fortunate in my career as an actress to have been chosen to play in roles that took this once very young girl from Walton-on-Thames in England, which is about 20 miles south of London, to places that I could never have dreamed of. The fact that these roles have allowed me the benefit of receiving a certain amount of media attention, and as such the opportunity to channel those paths into advocacy for reading and for the arts, is a privilege that I do not take lightly. Some time ago, I was fortunate to be on the same dais with the extraordinary author Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and he said something that has resonated with me ever since. 4 simple words that merely speak volumes. He simply stated, words matter, books count. If you think about it, the books that I write for children are really simply an extension of my singing voice, for in both cases it is all about the words. Now, a beautiful melody obviously is always a thrill, but if the words aren't there to sell the song, for me, nothing happens. It's always, for me, been about the words, and I choose all my songs for what they have to say. 10 years ago, I began writing with my daughter, Emma. She's an educator, a theater director and producer, and to date, we've collaborated on about, well, really 18 books together for children of all ages, and we have published 25 books in our imprint. The mission of the Julie Andrews collection is to provide quality books for young readers, as I say, of all ages, that nurture the imagination and celebrate a sense of wonder. I hope in time that our collection will become synonymous with the 3 words that you can find clearly printed on each of our books. We call them our 3 W's: words, wisdom, wonder. Words illuminate, leading to wisdom, which must inevitably lead to wonder. And I believe that there's no greater gift that we can give our children than a sense of wonder to the miracles that, as I said just now, are under our noses every day. The best way I know to access that wonder is through words. The books we write and those we select for publication embrace themes of integrity, creativity, nature, and the arts. Now, we may be just a little biased, but Emma and I believe that one of the most profoundly important and valuable ways to enhance reading enjoyment and communicative skills is through incorporating and combining the arts, theatre arts in particular. They just somehow can help each other, they go together. In today's media and electronically driven world, I feel that children run the risk of becoming, well, rather isolated. I worry that we are spoon-feeding our young people such a steady diet of manufactured slices of life that all they have to do at times is receive rather than participate in any way. The joy of reading is that it asks us to engage, to use our imaginations, to stimulate thought and the manner in which we communicate, to play an active role in our environment. Now, please don't misunderstand me. I love the world of filmed entertainment and filmed storytelling, and I do think that the internet is an extraordinary resource, but these cannot and should not replace the joy of reading. And in the best of all possible worlds, of course, one should enhance the other. Studies show that elective reading has dramatically declined over the past 50 years, concurrent with the advent of television and the electronic age. Yet, in order to participate fully in the workplace, say in 2020, young people will need powerful literary skills at levels only achieved at the moment by a small percentage of the population. I am extremely proud, and of course again I'm biased, I'm very thrilled that my daughter, separate and apart from the Julie Andrews collection, just released last week a wonderfully informative book intended to provide tools on how to get kids of all ages to read for pleasure and empowerment. It's called, I'm going to boast a bit, it's called Raising Bookworms by Emma Walton Hamilton, and it is available online, and it could be perhaps of value to some of you and those that you work with. As communication activists, we are all of us here tonight in the trenches. I think it's an awesome responsibility, but the rewards are enormous. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? And if I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? As we approach this Thanksgiving holiday, let us let us obsess on the humanity of it. You should feel so good and embrace the good work that you all do, and know the significance that you bring to so many makes a huge difference in the lives of so many others. It's just a ripple effect. So I do thank you so much for honoring me this evening. This is a very special, meaningful acknowledgement of the things that I am hugely passionate about, and I know that you all are too. Thank you so much, everybody, and good night.